fans, and welcome to another video from my series Quick Thoughts On, in which I always talk about different stories from the rich Star Trek universe. Last week a new short trek was released. I have finally seen it, and these are my honest opinions about it. This is a Michael Chabon episode, which means that it has similar feel to his previous episode called Calypso. There is basically no story. It's all very lyrical, for a lack of a better word. It features two interesting characters. One of them is supposed to be Spock, the other one is supposed to be number one, and chronologically this is supposed to be taking place before the Cage. Why am I saying supposed to be? Well, they don't feel like the characters who they should represent. Fake Spock feels like a socially awkward nerd, cosplaying as Spock. He's more like Dr. Sheldon Cooper than Spock himself. He beams to the Enterprise, where he meets fake number one, or maybe I should call her number 0.75, since she's 25% different from the real number one. Do you remember the charm and strength of the original number one, played by Majel Barrett Roddenberry? Do you remember how much the men serving under her respected her? Well, this character is nothing like her. This character is a bitchy dominatrix. She just needs a whip and dress up in leather. The first thing she does is she orders Spock to ask her questions. You know, because being silent for a few seconds is probably wrong or something, I don't know. So he asks her non-stop questions. This is what is supposed to be a character development, but absolutely every single question is some nonsensical technobabble, so it's just a waste of everybody's time. It is also suggested that her name is Una. We get a glimpse of the interior part of the turbolift shaft, and it doesn't look like anything belonging to Star Trek. It looks like it's taken from Monsters Incorporated. This is supposed to be the Enterprise, but I guess it's the TARDIS because it's bigger in the inside. Anyway, the turbolift stops, and this apparently is a problem, because it's not like this is Star Trek, right? Did the writer forget that the Enterprise has functioning transporters? Why don't they simply beam them out? This could be solved with just one line of dialogue explaining to us that the transporters don't work, or that it's way too dangerous, or anything. Just give us something, because this honestly looks like Chabon doesn't understand that the Enterprise has transporters. Number 0.75 calls the chief engineer, and of course it's a woman. Not only that, but it's a woman with what sounds like Indian accent, because of course the tech person has an Indian accent. I thought that stereotypes are offensive and racist and similar things, so... or is it okay when we do it? Sheldon Cooper and number 0.75 have a bunch of nice character moments, but for some reason they end up singing. Why do both of Chabon's episodes have song numbers? Does he think that this is a normal thing to do? Some crew member saves them, and of course it's a woman. They get on the bridge and they pretend that they don't know each other. Why? And then it's suggested that they have a romantic thing going on? Why? Well, but it's at least nice to see Captain Pike again, who was the best thing about Season 2. As a Star Trek story, this sucks. But if you stop thinking about this as a Star Trek story and about the two characters as Spock and number one, it's actually a really neat character study. So yes, this is one of the few short treks which I actually liked. At least I can like it if I pretend it's not a Star Trek story. What about some numerical rating? Well, as a Star Trek story it sucks and deserves 0 out of 10. However, as a random non-Trek story, I would give this something like an 8 out of 10. So let's say I would give this 8 out of 20 or 4 out of 10. But now, As I am writing this, I have noticed that there is already a second short trick out, which means I'm going to watch it and make a quick video about it, probably tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and see you very soon. Bye.